Hi guys, this is Crypto with James talking to you today about DeFi. Are we going to have a summer of DeFi? Because we are seeing on-chain data suggesting that more people are using DeFi platforms, whether they're DEXs or what. So we're going to get into that now. Before I do though, I update the spreadsheet, the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. If you invested $100 into each of these when I release videos about them and you're still holding that crypto, you'd be in profit for 9.5k. This is after, the end of a bull cycle, the start of a bear cycle. This was up above 100k at one point. Always take profits. That should be the reminder. When you're seeing 90% retracements, this is why you take profits multiple times throughout a bull cycle. If you want to see the coins that I'm buying up during this bear cycle, then all you have to do is go to copymycrypto.com. Guys, the bear cycle is the best time to invest. I know right now cost of living and everything is mental, and just generally the state of economies. We're going to hit recessions. People are going to have less money, which means the market's going to take even deeper dives. But fundamentally, the bear cycles are where the significant gains are made, particularly within crypto. For example, Phantom is still up 51.8 times what it was when I found it and did a whole Udemy course on it. So being able to dollar cost average in, being able to invest throughout a bear cycle is key. And like I say, I've done videos showing it in every financial market. It still pays off. So, and I've recently done a free crypto video in terms of how to accrue it, because every little helps, particularly if you're getting a coin that 100x's. But anyway, if you want to see the coins that I believe can do those kind of gains, the 20s, the 50s, the 100s, click the link in the description and check it out. Right, DeFi. So fees have gone rampant. What we've actually seen is a massive surge in the spate of demand for DeFi. Platforms such as AAVE and Synthetics have seen surges in fees paid over the past 7 days. The native tokens and others such as Compound have also boomed in price. According to data from Crypto Fees, traders on Uniswap accounted for an average daily total of $4.87 million worth of fees between June 15th and June 21st. That's a day. That actually overtook the overall fees for Ethereum users, which was 4.58. Uniswap's most advanced version 3 protocol accounted for the lion's share with 4.4 million, while version 2 contributed another 336,000. But the fact that we're seeing this level of surge in multiple different platforms does indicate that more and more people are happy using these DEXs. Probably, to be fair, because we've seen some of the problems on centralized exchanges. And that's something people have to consider, because fundamentally, every time that we see a massive centralized exchange, whether it's your Binance or your Kraken, KuCoin, whoever it is, if they start blocking withdrawals, that's when people start leaving exchanges. And this sort of surge in terms of the trading, in terms of the fees being paid, shows that there's also a surge in trading. That surge in trading will do a couple of things. Firstly, it will result in a lot of the DeFi protocols raising in prices, but it will also result in a lot of those DEXs raising in prices, like your Sushiswaps or Trader Joe. So it's going to be very, very interesting seeing how this plays out, because obviously we've seen the problems with things like Celsius recently. We've seen, we saw Binance at one point block Bitcoin withdrawals for a little bit. So when these kind of things happen, and they're happening more and more, and they will happen more and more during a bear cycle, that's par for the course, particularly when there's questions of liquidity for some places. DeFi DEXs in particular are going to see surges in trading, and they already are doing. So Uniswap's obviously not the only one. AAVE and synthetic derivatives trading platform Synthetics are ranked 3rd and 5th in terms of the average fees paid over the past 7 days, 981,000 and 600,000 respectively. AAVE saw a surge of fees on June 15th. And this is very recent. This is all last week, effectively. Synthetics saw a whopping 928% increase in fees paid between June 11th and June 13th. The boom can also be seen by observing synthetics, the price of which has gained about 105% since this Sunday, to sit at $3.08 at the time of writing. So, again, look, bucking this trend, fees on lending platform Compound have been declining since April and generated a mere 7-day rolling average of 11,000. So that's not too bad. That's not too high at all. In fact, they're declining. But beyond that, we are seeing surges for Trader Joe, which, bear in mind, Trader Joe, the fees are very, very minimal. And again, with SpookySwap, the fees are very, very minimal. And they're still doing, not bad volume as an average across the 7 days. Same with, Trader Joe, 142,000. But you can bear in mind, the fees are basically nothing. So definitely we're starting to begin seeing surges in DeFi. And if we continue seeing these surges, then we are also going to continue seeing price appreciation for those DeFi platforms. Interestingly, PancakeSwap, I didn't see. So maybe PancakeSwap hasn't particularly had a surge. But yeah, so this is interesting because fundamentally, like I said, guys, we're in a position now where we're in a bear cycle. The probability is that we're going to see recessions around the corner in multiple countries, if not a global one. So people have got less money and but they've also got less trust, and that's a big thing. In the past few months, we've seen a lot of crypto projects have problems. Whether it was everything that happened with Terra, everything that happened with Celsius, we've seen it variations of that with other platforms as well, although none of them spring to mind at the moment. But if you can't trust the place that you're trading, you move. And the place that has the most trust is the trustless places. So DEXs, DeFi, DEXs may be the thing, the cryptos that buck the trend. Because fundamentally, yes, price appreciation prices across this next sort of 6 months at least should depreciate, because fundamentally we're in a bear cycle, and we're heading towards a recession, and people have less money. When you're in a recession, unemployment starts to rise. As a result, people have less money. People have less money. Less goes into investments. That's what we see. We've always seen that with every recession. That's why every stock market crashes. That's why housing crashes. So DEXs could be the only thing that potentially buck the trend or have less losses if these centralized exchanges continue having problems or continue not allowing customers to do what they should be allowed to do. So interesting. Are we going to see a summer of DeFi? Possibly. But my premise, I still believe fundamentally that even if people move off of centralized exchanges, markets are still going to drop more. We're not done with this bear cycle. So DEXs may possibly, or the native tokens of the DEXs may lose less than other cryptos, but they're still going to, I still believe they're going to lose value, but maybe they lose less value than other tokens or other cryptos. Interesting. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think DeFi is going to have a surge? What do you think about the recession as well. Do you guys actually think we're hurtling towards a recession? Do you believe that it's almost inevitable at this point in time? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm always interested to hear. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you know when new content is coming out. And guys, if you want to see the coins that I've been buying up in the bear cycle, that I'm going to continue buying up in the bear cycle, that I believe have the real possibility of doing 20x's or more, then you just have to click the link in the description and check it out. But make no mistake about it, bear cycle, DCAing in is key. Never try and get the bottom. Never put all your money in when you think it's at the bottom, because markets can always drop more. There's multiple predictions right now from everyone under the sun about what's going to be the low of Bitcoin. What's going to be the low of Bitcoin this bull cycle? Some people are saying 18 was the low. Some saying, well, it's not anymore, because obviously it dropped to about 17. But some people are saying that's the low of the market. Some people are saying 15. Some people are saying 12, 10, 7. And there's arguments to be made for all of them. But you can make the argument that 7K is going to be the low, because for the first time ever in Bitcoin's sort of lifespan, we could be in a very, very, very serious recession, coinciding with a strong bear cycle. So Bitcoin could feasibly drop 90% from its high. Its high was basically 70K. So you remove 90%, that drops you down to 7. There's an argument to be made. So never think you found the bottom. Just keep DCAing in if you're in here for the long haul. Not financial advice. Anyway, or if you want to see the ones I'm getting into, like I said, click the link in the description and check it out. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.